Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to Shoctober Day 2. We are hitting up the back today. We're also going to continue to incorporate core and cardio. I have a set of 15s and a set of 20-pound dumbbells. And let's go ahead and start by going into a downward facing dog. Spread your fingertips out nice and wide. Take some deep breaths. Push your chest back toward your thighs. Relax through the neck and the shoulders. Let your left heel drop and your right heel lift, right knee bends, and then switch. Keep pushing your chest back toward your thighs. Keep pulling your belly button back toward your spine. For those of you that have been with me a while, you know back is one of my favorite things to work. I think that a lot of us forget about it. You don't see it much if you're looking in the mirror, but we need it because it helps us keep posture, helps my shoulders stay happy and healthy. I think it helps bring your body forward into a nice solid plank. It helps support health for the shoulders and then arm work. It's one of those big muscle groups. I think that's what I like. I like those big muscle groups. A lot of challenge. All right, go ahead and drop onto your knees and push your hips back. Again, spread those fingertips nice and wide. Keep your elbows up off the ground. Drop your right shoulder toward the ground, and then your left, your right, and then your left. All right, sit up onto your haunches. So curl the toes under, sit your hips on your heels, bring your right arm up and over, reach side to side. Hopefully you have other systems going strong. October is about challenging the systems, shocking your system, and building new systems, habits, and behaviors that are going to continue to serve you for life so that you're always fit, so that you're always strong, so that you're always a healthy weight, and it's not up and down and up and down. All right, back to our hands and knees. Release your toes. We're going to go into a cat-cow. Inhale to open the chest. Super good for your spinal column. Exhale, round. Pull your belly button in. This is super good for the core. Find your pelvic floor muscles. They're not very fun to work. It's not like working the back, but they're very, very, very needing. We need them. I can't talk. Super useful. Super important to have contraction and ability to pull for those pelvic floor muscles. Push into the hands, round, pull your belly button in. Again, open the chest, slide your shoulder blades down. We're going to go one more. Perfect. And then just let your hips hinge left and right. Another little stretch on that low back. We got our spinal column moving forward and back, and now we're going to move it side to side. Just like that. All right, so we're going to start off with a little core grab, and we'll keep circling it back in as we go through our rounds. Push your low back onto the ground. Bring your legs up into a tabletop position. We're going to do a dead bug. Dead bug is a super awesome way to activate the core and build the core, especially depending on where you're starting at. So they're always good to keep incorporating into your routine and regimen. But if you are not in a position that you can do a ton of core work yet, or you feel like your core is not very developed, this is a really fantastic place to be. So if some of the other core moves that we do don't work, always come back to this one. It's awesome. Start with your knees right on top of your hips. So if your knees are pulled in too tight, then you don't have to work as hard in the core. So make sure the knees are right on top of the hips. Your shins are parallel to the ground. Slide your shoulder blades in. So right here, you should already feel flexion through the core, contraction under the rib cage. So even if you've just been hanging out here while I've been talking, you're already building core strength, flexion, and contraction. So extend your left leg and your right arm, opposite arm and leg. Use that core to pull everything back together. We're going to go 10 per side. So the tendency is going to be for your non-moving side to actually move, right? So sometimes as we extend, the other things come together. Try to hold the non-moving side non-moving. Pull the rib cage tight, tight, tight. As your leg extends, make sure the low back does not come up off the ground. It's not a fast-paced move. It's controlled, lots of flexion. Feel that flexion pull. Feel the rib cage tighten. Feel that core stay solid. Another thing to watch out for is that the leg moves straight out from your hip joint. So nothing's rotating, nothing's leaning out away or pulling in. It's just straight forward. So you're staying in a line, staying in alignment, and the pelvis stays in alignment. Last one, and then this side. All right. Flip it up and over with me. We're going to go into a body saw. So this is a plank that hovers forward and back. If this doesn't work for you, you can do a bird dog. You can also hold your plank position. All right. So elbows down, you have to start just a little bit behind your elbows with those shoulders. Tuck the tailbone, flex the glutes, drive your chest forward as far as you can. So you're just rocking forward on your toes and then back. We're at 1. Drive forward. This isn't a fast-paced move either. We have to keep time under tension. Feel the abdomen contract and pull. You're using the core to drive your body forward. You're using the core to drive your body back. And you're using the core to hold support of the pelvis. Right? Flexing. We're just at 5. Stay with me. You've got it. We're building the abdomen. We're building the core strength, flexion, and support. 7. 8. You should feel those abs developing, flexing, contracting. 1 more. 10. All right, drop onto your knees, come back up, hands and knees, and we're going to gear our shoulder blades up for our back work. All right, so a lot of us have super stiff backs depending on what we do. Even if you don't sit all day, a lot of us have the same repetitive motions that we end up in throughout the day. So our back kind of has a tendency to get stiff, not very mobile. So we want to have mobility into the shoulder blades. So squeeze your shoulder blades together, push into your thumb and first finger, round through the upper back. So this isn't a cat-cow, it's a plange push. You can also do it on your toes in a plank position. I find that I have more ability to get the shoulder blades moving when I'm on my knees. So I have better control of my body, of my core. But if you want to go into a plank position, that's totally fine. The goal here is to build mobility in through those shoulder blades though. Build the ability to be able to squeeze your shoulder blades together to get that pinch. There should be like a little crevice, a little squeeze, a ditch between those shoulder blades. We're going to go 2 more. You can still hold that core nice and strong. You should be. Last one. All right, we're going to come on up. So our weighted back work, we're going to do 20 reps. We're going to start off with a lawnmower. So I'm going to be using my 20s for this one. Left leg forward, right leg back. Make sure the hips are squared off. So go ahead and pull. The tendency is always going to be for that leg to rotate out open. Pull the front of the hip forward. Rest your elbow on your knee. Grab your core elbow. Pulls next to the rib cage. Small little rotation if you'd like in that mid back. We're at 3. You're in control. It's not a super fast movement. 6. 7. And lawnmowers are something you can really add up in weight. I like to start kind of light sometimes because it forces me to really get my own self-flexion going on with the muscle, right? You can go through the motions and sure you're building muscle and sure it's still healthy, but we really want to be able to put the work where we want it. So right here we are building the lats, we're building the obliques, flexion behind that shoulder blade, 18, 19 elbow pulls back toward the hip, and 20. Perfect. Now we get to do the other side. Right leg forward, left leg back. Square off the hips. Elbow stabilizes. Make sure you're dropping that left hip down, holding the core. Slide both shoulder blades down. 3. Focus on using the lat. Work with your breath. Keep that breath going. Keep the core held nice and strong. Make sure that the hip doesn't start rotating up. That back hip. 15. 19 and 20. Perfect. Got that set done. Okay, grab your other weight. I'm going to stick with my 20s. We're going to do a locomotive. These run a little faster. We want to brace with the middle back, and we're still going to be working into the lats. One leg a little forward, one leg a little back. You need to get your back pretty bent forward, pretty close to parallel to the ground. Flex deep into the belly, pull one elbow, then the other. But the focus is on the back doing the pull, not on the elbows. 10, 11. Flex deeper into the core. 18, relax your neck. And 20. Beautiful. All right, moving on, we're going to go into the 15s, or I am, and we're going to hit up a back fly. We're not even in cardio yet. My heart rate's up a little. It's always a nice extra bonus. If you need to, you can always sit and hinge. So when we hinge forward, you want the bottom of your rib cage, top of your hip joints, hip bone to be the same distance apart. So if you need to sit on something to help support the hinge, go for it. Hopefully, eventually, you can get your pelvis into that neutral position, supported by your core and your glutes to support the hinge. All right, back flies. We're focused on the rhomboids. Rhomboids sit between the shoulder blades, underneath the traps. So again, that's why I'm going a little lighter here. It's because I want to focus on using the right muscles, digging deep, finding that mental awareness and connection, not just pulling my elbows up and down. It's about flexing the back. Use the back to get that squeeze, to get that pull. 15. Check in with that core. 19 and 20. All right, there's our set of back, weighted back. Come down to the ground. Quick child's pose. We're going to do mountain climbers for our cardio, okay? 30 per leg. And then we're going to take a little stretch. Hit another 30, stretch, another 30. 3 rounds of 30. If you don't mountain climb, you can come to standing and hit up high knees. All right, shoulders up over those wrists. Run those knees one at a time. Take whatever pace you would like. The goal here, keep that core solid. Keep your shoulders up over the wrists. Keep your hips in line with shoulders. $30. Okay? Walk your feet in. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up. Pull left arm over, right arm over. Exhale back over those legs. Set up your mountain climber and go. $30. Bring your arms up. Hold to one side. And then the other. Back down. Last round. 30 mountain climbers. Get that heart rate up That's our goal. Come on up. One side and the other. Hinge back down over those legs. Nice work. Great first set. Lie on your back. Set up your core. We're back in for dead bugs. Extend and then pull everything back. Extend and pull. It's a little tougher keeping that core flexion when your heart rate's running. Do your best. Focus on it. If your low back is pulling, you're not contracting your core enough, you can always keep one leg on the ground. So you would just go one side. Keep that support of the core. Keep your support of the pelvis by flexing the core. One more per leg. Watch for discrepancies. Watch for where the body wants to compensate. Perfect. Nice job. Heart rate regulated again. Back into our body stop. Flex in. The goal is focused on that core. So you've really got to tighten around that belly button. Flex in through the glutes. Tuck your tailbone. How much flexion can you find through the abdomen underneath that rib cage? That's only 7. I hope you're not going too fast. 8, 9. Feel that core toning up, building strength. 10. Oh. All right. We get our planche push. We're just going to do 5 this time. Big wide fingertips. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Remember, we want to have mobility. So important. 3, are you still holding that core? 4, and 5. All right, we're going to hit up that lawnmower first. Make whatever adjustments in weight that you might need to. Make sure that you're keeping the work in the right spots. For us, it's our back, our lats. All right, square off the hips, elbow on your knee, 20 reps. You have to find your effort level. What can you do to get the work where you want it, to get the intensity that you want, to get the flexions where you need it? Even if you don't have access to tons of weights, you can find more self-flexion. 20. Flex in through the thighs, flex in through the core. Core that back. There's 3. 5. Can you flex your core anymore? You got it. 12. Elbow stays tight next to your rib cage. Try to pull your elbow back toward your hip. 17. 18. All about that back. That's where we're grabbing. All right, Locomotive is next. Try to remember which leg you had forward last time, which leg you had slightly in the back. And we're going to switch it up this time. Lengthen the back. So with our hinge, pull your belly strong. Make your back as long as you can. Pull side to side. Get your core grabbed a little deeper. $19, $20. Low back stays stable. Mid back is the rotation. You keep that low back stable by connecting the core. Activation, flexion, contraction. Back flies. Belly strong, hinge forward. Here we go. Again, focus the core. Feel the muscles build on the back. There's 11. Push your butt out so your back is flat. Your pelvis is neutral to the shoulders. So you're not having a big sway in your low back. 18, 19, 20. Awesome. All right. Bring it down. We're going to get that stretch real quick before we hit those mountain climbers. Those added up for me last time. Hope they did for you. Core strong. Shoulders over wrists. Pull your elbows to point back at your toes. 30 per leg. Here we go. Inhale. Just giving yourself a little second before we go back in. Keep pushing that pace. Hopefully you can hear that heart rate running in your ears thumping. Ready, set, and go. $30. Come on up. Little break, little stretch. One last set. Ready, and go. Halfway. And then up. Perfect. All right, one last set. Slide it down, flip it over. We're back into our dead bugs. Give yourself a second. All Here we go. Pull the belly. You should already feel the belly. Extend and then pull back. Find your focus. There's 2. Extend, extend, contract. Your core is pulling everything back in. It's easy to just extend the arm and leg. You have to find more flexion on your own. See if you can spot flex, low abdomen, transverse abdominis, which are on the side fronts, deep underneath, upper abs. Here's 8. 9. That rectus abdominis on either side of your belly button as well. Knit those muscles together. 10. Right? So if you think about that rectus abdominis kind of being either side, think about pulling, knitting those muscles together. Elbows down, body saw or plank or bird dog. I have a tendency to rush my final set. Try to keep it nice and controlled. 4. Where are we putting the work? All through that abdomen. Feel the belly. Do the work. 2 more. 9. 10. Oh. Whew. All right, plange push. Belly strong. Pelvic floor muscles. Grab it all. Exhale, push. Inhale, squeeze together. 2. 3. 4. 5. All right. Come on, lawnmowers. Let's do it. 1 leg forward, 1 leg back. Square it off. 1. Start that lawnmower. 2. 3. Find the muscles. Fix your stance. Make sure that back leg's straight and strong. You should be up on your toe. 12. Are you controlling the drop? 16. Is your core still strong? 18. 20. I kind of have to take an active drop on that back hip. 2, 3. We have to keep our pelvis square in order to keep the low back happy. Make sure you're supporting on the forearm and the thigh. Your legs will feel a little too. That's fine. That's good. Get it all. Grab the core. Focus the back. Keep the elbow close. 19. 20. Ooh. Perfect. Locomotive's next. Finish it out. Catch up. Or enjoy a little second. Breaks facilitate a better next set. If you're too worn out, if you're too tired, then you won't get all those extra activations of the core, back, Shoulders back and down. Hinge forward, flat back. Stick your butt out. Grab the belly. 4, 5. These can run a little faster. Lift your chest up off your ribs. 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. Back flies. Set stance. Toes straight ahead. Push your butt back. Bend your knees. Grab the core. Pull with that upper middle back. Keep the rest of the body still. There's 10. We're trying not to chicken neck. So your elbows come out and then pinch back in. You got it. 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. Here we go. Bring on those mountain climbers. And then we'll get our stretch. All right, quick little down dog. I'll let everybody finish up and catch on. All right, 4, 3, 2, let's go. Taking little stretches between. Let the heart rate catch up. Give us a second to get back into it. 3, 2, and go. Oh. One last set. Ready, set, and go. Keep your shoulders up over the wrists. Last 10, 9, 8, 1. Whew. Inhale up. Holy cow. Those got me. All right. Settle it back down. Hands and knees. Keep your knees together. Put the tops of your feet on the ground. Sit back. See if you can get your heels, or I'm sorry, your hips all the way onto your heels. Push into those hands. Spread them out wide. Keep your elbows up off the mat. And then pull your shoulder blades down. Oh, okay. Hands and knees. Knees under hips. Shoulders under shoulder. Shoulders over wrists. Inhale and bring your right arm up. See if you can keep your hips pretty square to the ground. One more deep inhale. On your exhale, thread the needle. Slide that arm under. Reach through. And then see if you can let the hips pull to the right so that you can get the outer edge of that shoulder. Give back to your breath. All right, let's do the other side. Right shoulder over the right wrist. Engage gently through the core. Inhale to bring that left arm up. And then exhale. Slide it under. Nice job, everybody. You've gotten legs for the week. You've gotten back for the week. Tomorrow we're going to go into our arms. The fourth day of the week is going to be yoga. And then the fifth day is going to be high intensity interval training. So intervals, it's not crazy the whole time. The whole idea is to drive the heart rate, kind of like we did today with our mountain climbers. Bring your right leg forward, sit up, tuck your hips under, slide forward so you feel that hip flexor. Left arm up and lean. So you drive your heart rate up and then you let it recover. Go ahead and hinge back, quick hamstring, and then the other side. Off to a good start for our first week. Hinge in, feel that hip flexor open. Bring your right arm up and lean. Keep the belly strong, tuck the hips under. You got to feel that hip flexor opening. Get that pull there. You might need to make a few adjustments for timing, for planning, but make sure you're getting those systems into place. We're focused on systems. Toe comes up, reach the chest toward the toes, not the goals. I promise you, if you can keep consistency in your systems and in your habits, your goals will be realized eventually. Maybe not super fast, but it'll be forever. You won't have to make New Year's resolutions anymore. It's the norm. All right, come into a low squat. Sit your hips down deep. Hopefully you can get both heels onto the ground. Maybe your elbows inside your knees. Should feel nice on your back, on the hips. Good for knees, calves, shins, ankles. All right, good job, everybody. 2 days down. See you tomorrow.